What's going on, everybody? Zero here, back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving a quick little review slash breakdown on Ma, the 2019 horror film featuring Octavia Spencer as the titular character in her first starring role, and it was directed by Tate Taylor and distributed by Universal. Taking place in Ohio, the movie revolves around Ohio newcomer Maggie Thompson, who meets a new group of friends at her new high school, and since they're not old enough to buy booze, they depend on a mentally disturbed woman named Sue Ann to buy it for them. They eventually befriend Sue Ann, who lets them party in their basement due to her fear of them drinking and driving, and she ends up going stalker psycho mode on them. Only in Ohio, man. It admittedly is a pretty wonky premise, and it understandably received mixed reviews, mainly due to its pacing and the generic, internet-viewed way it portrays teenage boys, but I'm happy to say that Ma works really well for me for plenty of reasons. Is it a perfect movie? Definitely not, but it has plenty of interesting themes and realistic characters that make this movie work well in the end. Octavia Spencer, who is best known for The Help and The Shape of Water, joined this movie without even reading a script after her longtime friend and director of this movie, Tate Taylor, told her that she was going to be the lead role. She originally was skeptical about being in a horror movie due to the common stereotype that black people die in horror movies within the first 15 minutes, but after Tate Taylor told her that she was going to live and do the killing, she was sold, and thank God she was, because Octavia Spencer absolutely nails this role. The way she can so smoothly go from innocent to weird and awkward to far out mentally disturbed is incredible, and she portrays it in such a realistic and interesting way, not like a cheap dime-a-dozen way that most horror movies portray mental instability. She was actually nominated for a Saturn Award for Best Film Lead Actress because of her work in this movie, and I don't understand why she didn't win it. She's incredible in this movie, as Octavia Spencer tends to be in all of her roles. But I gotta give credit where it's due to the other performances too. Diana Silvers as Maggie Thompson has such a realistic relationship with her in-movie mother Erica Thompson, played by Juliette Lewis, that makes it really feel like these two could be related in real life. The argument feels real, especially when you remember that Maggie is an angsty 16-year-old, and their moments of love for each other especially feel so real too. This mother and daughter love each other, and I think that Juliette Lewis does an awesome job at wonderfully portraying her love and care for her daughter, even when she screws up and makes bad decisions. The male teenage characters, on the other hand, Corey Feldmanis as Andy Hawkins, Maggie's boyfriend and Ben's son, is fine enough and actually made me laugh a few times, like many scenes in this movie that made me laugh, but the other male teenage characters are written in a way that shows how society sees high school boys, horny, immature, and only looking to party. Is it sexist? Not necessarily, but I can definitely see why these performances might make some people tune out of the movie. It's pretty ridiculous. This movie also happens to be really long, coming in at just near 100 minutes, but it didn't bother me that much seeing as this movie did a really awesome job at staying entertaining and interesting throughout, both with its comedy and horror elements. I actually feel like Ma is a pretty good example of how a good horror movie doesn't need to be gory. But yeah, despite how much these male teenage characters suck, they actually got me to laugh a few times, and so did Octavia Spencer's flat-out craziness, even if it wasn't really supposed to. And I also think that this movie's horror elements work really well too, especially in the final act. The whole scene with all the kids passed out in the basement is honestly really damn effective and probably the best sequence of the movie in my opinion, and it really drives this movie's message about teenage stereotypes such as the loud popular girl who doesn't shut up, the muscular meathead who can't put down the protein shake for more than 5 seconds, and the token black kid who just so happens to be a token black kid, and Ma hates that because she wants to be the only black person around. Overall, I really liked Ma, and I do recommend watching it on any of the streaming services listed in the description if you haven't seen it already. It's a fun, smart, all but safe little horror comedy that I think works really, really well for the most part. Ma gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Thank you guys so much for watching my little review slash breakdown of 2019's Ma, directed by Tate Taylor. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you thought of the movie if you saw it too. I know it received a lot of attention when it came out, so maybe a lot of people have seen it, or maybe a lot of people haven't. Either way, let me know. But until the next one, my name is Zero, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.